Welcome back. Right, back out, second trip of 2023. Back in the lakes by myself. Right, so I'll give you the lowdown. So I left work last night, Friday, drove to Ullswater and stayed at the Air Force National Trust car park. So they do like a trial, or they're doing a trial where you pay £10 and you can stay in your camper van overnight, and they leave the toilets on and that. So fantastic night. There was maybe about 5 or 6 other vans there. Some arrived a bit later than me. Anyway, nice night, really nice night. So I've just drove from there to Hartsop and parked in the free car park, and you know where you leave a donation. And the plan is to do a kind of a long loop hike around Water. So I'm just let the car park Hartsop, going to Gray Crag, then Thornthwaite Crag, then along High Street, and then Rest Dodd, Crags, and then Angletarn Pikes. And that's where I intend to wild camp for the night, because there's plenty of water there. So I'm having a go. I've got my new pack on, I'm pretty excited. My new custom Atom pack, and it's the Atom EP35. So it's like frameless, no hip belt, so pretty extreme. And obviously it's winter, so you know, I'm probably got too much in this pack, but they do say it's comfortable up to a limit of 9 kilos, and that's precisely what's in my backpack, 9 kilograms. And I must say, compared to my normal pack, it's like I haven't got one on. So I've obviously packed really frugally, and I don't need to carry loads of water because we're in the lakes, you know, there's loads of water about. Plus I'm going to Angletarn Pikes, and that's not going to be frozen over. So it's not a review of this pack, obviously, that's the first time using it, but we'll see how I get on. My intention is it's for the summer, really, you know. Anyway, enough waffle from me. Let's start this hike, eh? Well, that didn't take long before I had to put my micro spikes on. It's the first time used in anger. So, Catula micro spikes, kindly recommended by Mr. Andy Beavers. So I've just come off the main path from Hartsop, heading towards, I can't remember what it's called, Water. And I've got a really steep grass incline towards Gray Crag, and it's really, well, as you can see, that probably doesn't do the gradient much justice, but it's very steep. The ground's hard, snowy, frosty, so very difficult. So hence I've put my spikes on. You can see, like, there we are, we've got no snow along there, and then on the other side of the valley you can see a lot of snow. So it'd be interesting to see if there's much snow down at Angletarn Pikes. As long as the tarn's not frozen over, that's all I care about. Anyway, enough waffling, better get some miles put in, eh? Right, I'll bring you back once I get to Gray Crag. Gray Crag I don't know if you can hear us because it's wild. My head's frozen, so I'm just going to push straight on now to Thornthwaite Crag. I hope you can hear us. Right, that's Thornthwaite Crag. Pretty hard to miss, isn't it? It's big, that one. Again, the wind, it's really bad. It certainly wasn't forecast. I've been checking it all week. I hope it calms down. And there's a lot more snow than I was expecting as well. We're not forecast to get any snow today or tonight, but who knows, eh? I hope you can hear us anyway. It's pretty much, as you can see, a whiteout. Certainly can't see any horizon, so I've got to keep a check on my map very, very carefully. So I've reached, I'll just get in there. So I've reached Thornthwaite Crag, and so the next step is to like go back on myself around like the, what do you call them, like horseshoe towards High Street, and then follow High Street. So I think, unless the sky opens up and we get some views, I'll bring you back when we get to High Street. Okay, catch you later. There you go. So that's High Street. You see it's pretty hazy and clagged out. It's not far off a whiteout. If it was snowing, it would be a whiteout. So it's really cold, like the wind chill. So my water's it's pretty much starting to freeze now. So now from High Street we're going to the Knott. So you can almost see the blue sky. We're not far away from seeing like some some views, but alas, so far. I'm sure you can see the brightness behind us, can't you? Anyway, I'm having a lovely time. Unlike the last snowy one I did around in the Langdales, this one's definitely much more hostile, more wind, it feels a lot colder. Right, anyway, like I said, I'll bring you back once we reach the Knott. Right, that's me at the Knott. And I'm like crouching down behind the cairn because it's wild. I'm going to stand up now so you won't be able to hear us, just to give you an idea what it's like. So I've just come off the summit of the Knott, and as you've just seen, it's absolutely wild. So I'm totally sheltered now, and so you can see the clouds or the mist flying off the summit. Really dramatic, having a fantastic day today, mind. So the first bit of the walk from where was that? So going up to the first one, Gray Crag, and then along to Thornthwaite Crag. That was just totally clagged out. It was almost like a whiteout. And same when I got to race, what do you call it? High Street, or the race course. So, and then from High Street onwards, I came out the cloud, and it's just been beautiful. Blue skies, much windier than I was forecast or what I was expecting. And it's cold. It's really cold. So I'm hoping I can get me 10 pegs in the ground. Because if I can't, I'm knackered. Be back to the van, I reckon. So anyway, I better press on. I think it's about, let's have a look, 1:15. I've done about 5 and a bit mile, so I've got another about 2.5 to go, I think, to get the Angletarn Pikes. So I better crack on it. Rest Dodd, windy again. Onwards. So I'm just about to get to Crags, but I've decided to stop for a little bit behind a wall. I've got some relative shelter and have me bait. I've not eaten anything yet, so I have a sandwich and a granola bar or whatever, and then take a bit of water on. Then I'm up the Crags, and after that down to Angletarn, or up to Angletarn Pikes, and then set up camp. So far so good, no hiccups, and some proper weather as well to contend with, which is what it's all about, isn't it? I tell you what, them micro spikes, unbelievable. I've just not had to worry whatsoever about slipping on ice. I just walk on it normally. Incredible. Right, I'll give you a little look around. I'll just get up from where the wall was. So that's Crags there. That's Crags there. And I think Angletarn Pikes is over here. Right, dinner. So that's Crags, and over there it's Angletarn Pikes, and that's where I'm heading now. I hope you can hear us. Angletarn Pikes. get down there now and find a place to pitch. It's like a campsite. Must be about 5 tents there already. I've chosen badly. Right, back down from Angletarn Pikes to the tarn itself. I don't know if you could hear us up there, but I was saying that there's at least 6 tents up already, and there's another 2 lads just turned up. So I just took like a flat spot a bit away from all of that lot. It's a bit exposed to wind, but it's not meant to be windy tonight. So anyway, beggars can't be choosers, can they? So let's get this tent up. So, tents up, much windier than I think it was forecast, but anyway, managed to get the tent up, and I'm using it without it in it. That was my plan. For one reason, just to keep my pack weight down, but the other reason, just a bit more room in the tent. Because really the inner, on that MLD inner, it's just mesh. I can't imagine it contributes much to the warmth anyway. It's more for bugs in the summer. Anyway, we'll shall find out, won't we? See how we get on with it. So I've also used the, I'll just turn it around. I've got like the inverted V or the A-frame set up here, which gives us a bit more room so there's no pole in the middle. I've got a new stove there. I've always admired or liked the look of them Storm and Norman stoves, but unfortunately that chap who made them, Norman I'm assuming, he sadly passed away, and I don't think anyone's continued making the Storm and Norman cone. So this I got from a company called Omega in Brazil, and we'll see how we get on with that. Now, last time I went out, if you've watched the video, I forgot me Trangia stove, which is unbelievable. Right, I forgot something again this time, haven't I? I've got no tea and coffee. So I've brought me food up for today. I've got loads of food, but I cannot believe I forgot I've got no tea or coffee. Anyway, can't be helped, I'll survive. Got plenty to drink anyway, you know, water, and got a few pops and stuff. So for dinner, I've got a minced beef hot pot from Adventure Food, followed by sticky toffee pudding. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just get back out the tent, have a little look around it. I'll show you my pitch. I'll just check all the guy ropes are quite tight, and then I was going to get the kettle on and have a cup of coffee, but obviously no point. No tea or coffee. What a tit. Anyway, when I'm out the tent, I'll show you around it. So I've pitched it really low at the back, because that's the way the wind's coming, just so I'm not too drafty in the night. But it's a beautiful spot, like, isn't it? It's 4:15, and I think sunset at the minute's about 4:30. be a long night like, but I'm just gonna get back in the tent, get in the bag, have a bit, look at the videos I've took, do a bit of editing, something like that, and then well, probably listen to some podcasts and stuff, some murder tapes. I can't believe I've brought any coffee, unbelievable. Right, anyway, I'm gonna get back in the tent. So it's a lot windier than forecast, like. I'm not worried, like the Duomid's really good in wind. So even if one walking pole fails, I've still got the other, and I can just revert from the inverted V configuration to a single pole. So so don't worry, you at home. Please don't worry. I'll be fine. Anyway, it's only 5:45, and I'm trying to put off doing me dinner, like, you know. So I'm gonna listen to a podcast or something. There's no reception here, so I can't listen to the radio or anything like that. I'll listen to a podcast, then I'm gonna do me dinner. I'll bring you back when I'm doing me dinner. I'll give you a review of this hot pot. Anyway, I'll get back to this. I'll have to put my headphones on. I can hardly hear this podcast, like, because of the wind. Right, anyway. Right, I've given it the required 10 minutes. Actually, I'll give it a bit longer because can you remember when was it? About 2 or 3 camps ago I had a pasta one and it was crunchy, so I've given it a bit longer, and I've definitely had to put more water in than it said. So, I'm going to give it a mix up. So, it's minced beef hot pot. It looks just like and smells just like oniony mashed potato, so I was expecting it to look a bit more like beef mince and gravy, you know, but it definitely doesn't look like that. Right, so it definitely doesn't look or taste like anything like I would expected, but it's nice. So it's just like mashed potato with bits in it. It has a similar taste to that pasta meal, that carbonara. Very oniony. I've eaten worse things in my life, so not too bad. Anyway, I've got the sticky toffee pudding boiling away as well, so I'll not make you watch us eat this, but anyway, I would definitely have it again. So, catch you in a bit. Right, so I've had my dinner. The wind hasn't let up, like, so I'm gonna put my headphones in and I'm gonna listen to me phone and have an early night. So I'm pretty tired. I'm hoping I'll have a decent night's sleep. Morning. So it's about 20 to 8. I fell asleep quite early, but as per usual, sleep was pretty much off and on all night, as was the wind.
but I didn't sleep any worse than normal, so got my kettle on. Unfortunately not for any coffee like, because I haven't got any. So just to make me porridge, got one of them Quaker Oats big pot golden syrup. And a little tip, if you add a sachet of salt to it, you know, like the kind you'd steal from a service station, that it massively improves the flavour of them things. Otherwise it's just too sweet. Right, so I'm going to have this porridge and I'm going to get packed away and get back to the van. So I'll speak one more time before I sign off the video. Right.
Right, that's it. All packed up. Leaden grey skies. Bit of a cold breeze. My hands are like ice, like when you're having to like sort your guy ropes out and stuff, you'd have to do it with no gloves on. Bloody hell, it kills. So I've got my gloves on and they're thawing out. So that's where I was. As always, I've left no trace other than a bit of melted snow. I've enjoyed that, enjoyed the hike. Bit annoyed I didn't bring some coffee, but I always forget something. Could have been worse, it could have been my stove there. Anyway, Angletarn Pikes. So thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, click like and subscribe. Send us a comment if you fancy. Any advice, always greatly appreciated. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the van, get home, have my Sunday dinner. All the best.